the bounce back loan. You had plenty of questions to talk about the bounce back loan, and here are my answers. Check out this video. Hey everyone, my name is Simon Misiewicz from Optimise Accountants. I'm here to help you grow your business and investments whilst reducing your tax liabilities. I'm not sure what happened to my speech there. This video is proudly sponsored by Purser Tax. So if you have US and UK tax affairs to deal with, then Purser Tax does have a great selection of videos. Make sure you subscribe to that. The details will be below this video, so go check that out. Today I'm going to be talking about the bounce back loans, and your questions should be answered in this section. I've already done a video on the bounce back loan, and that's what this is responding to, but if you haven't watched that video, do check that out. It does talk about what legibility is and how you go about making that claim. So the first question I had was, people are going crazy after BBLs with intentions of not paying the loan. And the other side, they are lying about the turnover to get the maximum amount. I have to be honest, I have seen this an awful lot. So people do need to be careful, because it is a fraudulent claim to be making to get this loan. The other side to it is people do need to know that they have to pay back this loan. Now, interestingly enough, I have seen snippets from the press talking about people that knowingly will not be paying back this loan, which is a little bit crazy. So you are going to get CCJs against your name. You're going to get the government knocking on your doors to get the money back. It's not a great position to be in if, one hand, you are taking the loan, but you don't think you can actually afford to pay it back. And the second side of it is if you've made a fraudulent claim. Either way, I would advise people to think twice about what they're doing. I know it's tempting to get money from organizations like the HMRC and the banks, but sometimes you just need to think, can you really afford it? Sekapan Alugu is asked a question. So he's a mortgage broker. And as usual, he's got some great snippets talking about if you are taking a bounce back loan, how it can affect your mortgageability if you are a property investor, or indeed if you're looking to buy your own home. It is a personal debt to you if you're doing it on your self-employment, or it is a debt against the company if the bounce back loan was applied for by the company. But if it's against your name, you do need to think about, well, how does that affect my credit rating? Well, you've got more problems if a bank now says to you, okay, you've got some buy-to-let mortgages, you've got a home mortgage, now you've got this extra loan from the government. How are you going to pay it back? What's it going to affect your affordability? And therefore, do we want to give you a loan? You do need to seriously think about, again, how the temptation to get something quite quickly can affect your long-term ability to get finance. Second one is, T has asked a question, if I'm self-employed and have a limited company, could I get a loan for both? And the question that you are setting is, I have two different businesses, both of them have been affected by COVID and both of them need financial support. Well, if that's the case, then yes, you could. What I am seeing a lot of is that people are using this bounce back loan and using it for investments, using it for various other things, but then not realizing that it's got to be paid back within 5-6 year period. All of a sudden, it's now affecting their cash flow projections in the future, and they could face themselves being in great hardship after they get this loan. So again, T, I would say that yes, indeed, you can have the loans, but do check out your affordability. Nicholas asked a question, how can a property investment company qualify given the requirement to have 50% of your revenue as trading revenue? Interestingly enough, Nicholas, the bounce back loan has nothing to do with the 50% self-employment income support scheme. Get my teeth in. So let me say that again, legibly. The bounce back loan has nothing to do with the self-employment income support scheme, which is another grant. So there's two things going off here then, Nicholas. The bounce back loan is one that you can apply for, and it does not matter about the 50% turnover. It does really require you to have a turnover, and you can claim 25% of that turnover in the form of a loan. So I'm hoping that clarifies that point. Iram Chowdhury said, is there any bank who is taking customers who don't bank with them? Unfortunately, my banks are Metro and Starling and are lagging behind in offering BBLs. The answer to that is I doubt it. My bank manager from NatWest has said that they are getting many calls from potential new customers, but they have got their own clients to deal with first, and there's not enough staff members to cope with demand. So I kind of think that you're not going to get any support, but what you could do is with Metro is keep nagging at them. From what I've heard, Metro are pretty decent from a customer perspective, service-wise. So just keep at them nicely, of course. You know, no banging on the door and let me in. That's no good. That's not going to help you. But certainly keep on the phone to your account manager and find out if they have got available staff to help you in forwards. So that's a very quick Q&A really for the job retention scheme. So if you found this useful, give me a like, that really helps. If you've got any further questions, then please feel free to type those questions in. Or indeed, if you've done your bounce back loan and you've been successful, then maybe share some of your stories. That'd be really interesting to see. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And of course, if you have any tax questions that you want to plan for the next 2 to 5 years, then book a call with me, Simon Misiewicz. The details of how to do so are in the description box below. I shall see you on the next video.